The standard gears on cars have got quite a bit of backlash. You can see the spur gears rocking backwards and forwards, and it's not causing the pinion to move. In this video I'll show you how to get rid of that backlash, and the basic method is to move the motor back towards the axle. One of the methods I used to try and change the gear mesh was to get different size pinions. These are the standard pinions, which are 6.5 millimeters in diameter. I purchased some pinions which were slightly larger at 6.75 millimeters. Unfortunately these were just too big a diameter and wouldn't fit at all. Yeah, the standard pinion was 6.5 millimeters, which is too small to give me the mesh that I was after. The aftermarket ones were 6.75 millimeters, which were way too big, and you can see the difference is only 0.25 of a millimeter. The radius difference is half of that, which is 0.125 millimeters, way too big. So the idea was to put a shim on the motor mount at the pinion end, and I found a brass shim that was really very thin. Put that on the front motor mount to push the motor backwards, and then shave the rear of that motor mount by about 0.03 millimeters, because I felt pushing it back 0.05 was too much. This allows the motor to only be pushed back 0.03, and I ended up getting quite a good mesh. Here is where I've glued the 0.05 shim brass to the leading side of the motor, and I've shaved off some of the material on the back side of this bearing housing. So the overall dimension from one side to the other was originally 10 millimeters. Now I've added 0.5 on one side and shaved off about 0.03 on this side. So now the overall dimension is about 10.02. It means the motor sits in the motor mount just a little bit more snugly, but the net effect is to move this pinion back towards the rear axle to give a slightly tighter mesh. The modified motor is clipped into the chassis, and now the backlash is quite a bit less. Now when the spur gear moves, the pinion rocks at the same time. On the track the car runs substantially quieter. Thanks for watching the video. Bye.